Comprehensive disaster management is about every one of us being ready to manage any natural or man-made event, like earthquakes, tsunamis, fires, oil spills, volcanoes. It's about having your home or business prepared with an emergency plan and supplies. It's prevention, keeping your home, business, or community well-maintained and safe. It's about being able to get your life back on track after the event. Will you be ready?
Visit weready.org, brought to you by SEDIMA and the European Union.
A message from the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO.
The National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, held an earthquake and tsunami drill at the Clare Valley Government School on Thursday, March 15th. Taking part in the drill were the principal and staff of the school and fisherfolk from the community. Hala John from the API witnessed the drill and spoke with a few of the participants.
Where we have just witnessed a tsunami drill at the school that is located in the village. Now with me is Mr. Joseph Harry, who has played a very instrumental role in the entire process. Mr. Harry, now I see you have a conch shell in your hand and you are doing quite a bit of work to mobilize the children here. Now tell me, what was your role in this drill and why were you chosen for it?
Well, I normally come PTA meeting all time there for the school and they ask a couple people, but then much didn't really turn out, so I decided I'm going to turn out.
Okay. And by profession you are?
Fisherman.
So you're very familiar with the conch shell, because I know sometimes when fishers come back to sea, they use the conch shell to alert people about the fish that they're about to sell.
Yep, that is so.
Okay.
But we use this shell in case that we have bad sea and storms and anything like this, and in the night you'll be hearing this shell blowing. We'll know to come outside because activity is going on the bayside.
Okay, so is there any particular way that it's blown or any particular toots or whatever that the sound that it makes that would alert people as to what particular impending disaster or whatever it is headed their way? Is there any system in place for that?
No, but normally the timing that you will hear this shell, once you hear this shell and you have your boat on the sea, you will know, boy, something going on outside, so you need to come out.
So, okay, well, first of all, before you even blow the shell, you must be alerted. So what is the alert system in place to basically give you the heads up about what is impending? Are you working with NEMO or any other organization to get the alert initially?
No, we just listen with radio, and when something up, we out, because we are normally on the street. When something up, we out. We'll be looking forward for what's going to happen. So we don't just play we role without nobody come and look after we play we role for the village.
Okay, so you're listening to special advisories on the radio station, etc.
Yes, that's how we get with news.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you for just a quick demonstration of how you blow the conch shell and basically let people get an idea of what it's like. Okay, I'm gonna step back a bit because it might be a bit loud. Wonderful. Okay, so we're basically at the bayside here. How far is this sound amplified into the village? Have you had anybody comment on how far they've heard it? What's the range, the audible range of this conch?
Well, normally if you blow the shell in cleverly, people up on the top kettle side, they will hear.
Well, I think they say sound travels up, and I guess we're low, so anywhere else would be up. Okay, so you're playing a very critical role in this endeavor, and I want to encourage you and say, keep your ears to tuned to the sound of any disaster, and I'm sure people will be looking forward to hear that to prepare themselves. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mrs. Wilson, we've just completed a drill here at the school, preparing the children for a potential tsunami threat. Now, how has the experience gone for you? How do you think it was, and what do you think you have learned throughout the entire experience?
Okay, thank you for asking, and a pleasant good morning to you also. Now, this drill is very important. If you look around, you would realize that we are less than 100 feet away from the sea. So, number one, it is extremely important because if any person in St. Vincent need it, the villagers and the school of Clare Valley Primary School needs to be informed, needs to be educated. The person or persons who thought of the idea, I would like to give them an A+ because this is very important activity. However, I'm a little bit concerned in that I was hoping that more of the villagers would have come out to assist in this, seeing that the children are from the school, and in an event of a tsunami, the whole village will be impacted. So it is a little bit mind-boggling that persons even make a few negative comments. They were saying about children would get sick, and sometimes you wonder what really are going through the minds of persons. Now, Clare Valley is really locked by the sea. And if you look around, you would notice that there is a river adjoining the sea going straight down to the sea. Now, we can hardly pass. You can't go that way. So it is important the route that we would have chosen, that the children use that because it is taking them to higher ground. Yes, we agree that this route needs to be cleared some more. Yes, but in an event of a disaster, we can't be thinking about clearing the route. We would get through. So I am saying that the event was very, very good, well thought out. I can only ask Nemo and the powers there be. Even the Ministry of Education, if they could really look in and understand this activity, because somewhere along the line, I am not very sure that all the players in this event understand what is going to happen or what can happen. Well, we are waiting for persons in Kingston to make a decision for us in Clare Valley. We will be there already. And persons have to be really, really reasonable. So I'm speaking specifically to the ministries who are involved, that Clare Valley is less than 100 feet from the sea, and activities like this, please do not stand in our way. Please help us to participate and help us to learn to prevent any danger in the future.
Okay, wonderful. So what have you done to prepare the teachers who would then channel the children up to the designated location? Was there any preparation prior to this drill, or are you going back to the table to maybe readjust some of the arrangements that you already had in place?
This is a good question. Last year, September, this school is a small school, and what we have done, we have several committees, including disaster committee. It is headed by Mr. Darren Samuel and Miss Francisca Alexander Holder. Last year, December, we had a fire drill, and that kind of enthused the children. Everybody was excited. That was quite successful. For this activity today, however, when I would have gotten the information, when Nemo came and did the workshop, the villagers along with teachers sat into that workshop and they planned the route, because I am not living in Clare Valley, so I cannot give you all the routes out of Clare Valley. I have to depend on the villagers. One Mr. Joseph Harry, I think he came and he showed the teachers exactly. So I asked the teachers on Tuesday to make some time and to look around and to see if there is an escape path, just in case today's activity will take place. Okay, so that helped the teachers, it helped myself to participate and make this event. I personally think it was successful. I don't know what persons think, But on the positive side, it was a successful event, partly because the children were excited, teachers were willing, and everybody was willing to participate. It was an educational chat in which we would do further planning to help us in the future.
Wonderful. And I do have to comment on that part with the children, because as much as they know it's a drill, I thought the children were very active and they were very involved in the process. I mean, some of them, at one point were literally tripping over one another because they took it so seriously. I would definitely commend you, because I think that would have been the preparation prior to the event. Also, prior to the tsunami drill, there was also an earthquake drill, which we were able to record some of the children under the desk, and we even saw teachers under the desk. Was this something you already had in place, or was this also part of this program or this process today?
Well, let the truth be told. We did the fire drill, we never did the earthquake drill. What took place this morning is part of the preparation for the tsunami, and also enlightening them of what the possibilities are in an earthquake and what they are supposed to do. So the teachers took some time to work with them prior to today. Okay?
And it was well executed. Okay, so I want to commend you for the job that you're doing here, and I guess this school will be basically an example to other coastal area schools. There's also the Argyle government. So maybe you can set an example, and maybe what you've learned through this process, perhaps you can share with them as well.
Well, we are open, we are in a learning process, and every day we wake up, we learn something very new. So knowledge should not be contained, as it would not grow. We have to pass it on, and if persons think that it was done well, we are very willing to pass it on to persons who are open for education. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Mr. York, what we saw this morning was a successful drill with the children here in Clare Valley. What are your thoughts concerning the drill, and how were you instrumental in making this happen today?
Well, the drill was a nice drill. It was very effective. We removed these children from the Clare Valley School. It saw us in a due time to our higher grounds, for safety grounds in case of tsunami came. We was trying to get the residents involved, but it did not turn out. So we're glad that the children participate, and the children will now take the message home. We plan to have this practice more regular with the children, with the school, to where they could have the evacuation route improve, and also the safety area. The safety area will be continuing right up into take them back as far as Golden Hill. But we only reached half of that hill this morning.
Okay. So you spoke about in a timely manner, right? Were you timing it from the time the children got the alert here at the school to the time that we reached up? Was it within 5 minutes? Because they were moving pretty fast, I must say that.
Yeah, the timing manner, the children get the alert at least 28 past 10, and at least 10:35, half of the children was on the hill. I myself, the last person leave the school. I reached up at 10:40, and I think it was a quick time, especially for person like me, very elderly, and we did it successful, but we need more practice. And I want to appeal to the community of the valley. Please listen to the children. You didn't came to see it go. I know some of you came out to look at it, but I'm asking please to come and participate next time we have an activity like this.
So I spoke with Mr. Harry, who was blowing the conch shell, and he said basically that system of alerting the community is already in place here, so people are familiar with that. Now, I heard there was a megaphone and other people were trying to alert. Do you have any other system in place where perhaps the community and the wider community could be more involved or more alerted to the entire process if it should actually come into being?
Well, we have a program which we have in place with the cable company. But if that company fails, we have to use the school bell, or we use the conch shell. If by other means, we look at some other area where we could install a bell and some other device in the community to help. Because we know most persons don't listen and may come at nights when everybody's sleeping. The conch shell is effective at that time, but we need to plan our program and do some investigation how we could get things better off.
We saw the involvement of teachers as well in corralling the children once they were at the location. Now, was that part of the training, or did that happen basically naturally because these are children who they would have in their classes, all the time?
Well, these teachers and children, they only had at least 2 days of training last week, where we trained them to evacuate the school, and we moved up to the higher ground within an hour. We did the class by class. The children were excited, the teachers were excited. So this is why it was so fast this morning and so effective. And we feel happy we've done it, and are proud of children of Clare Valley of doing it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.